This next one I'm going to do is Batman Arkham Asylum, one of my favourite games. Well, has been for a while. So you got to set up what graphics you want before you play it, which is a little bit annoying. But here we can see. Please focus this time. 1080 by 1050. Sorry, 1680 by 1050. Vertical sync is on. Anti-aliasing is all up. Oh, excuse me. I don't have 3D, sorry, but I don't, and you wouldn't be able to watch it on the video anyway. Detail level is very high. Bloom, yes. Dynamic shadows, blah 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 blah. All that stuff's on. And the physics is actually on high. So everything's on, everything's high, everything's hunky-dory. So if we start up the game, I know the loading speed isn't that fast, but I'm not that fussed about the loading speed, to be honest. And that's only because of the hard drives. Can't skip any of this, unfortunately. So we'll dive straight into the benchmark. It doesn't have a frames per second counter on the actual screen, unfortunately. But I mean, I guess you can see that it's running pretty smooth, even with some physics up there. Don't know why that desk isn't there. You know, I've seen it on all the benchmarks for Batman, but it's just always missing. It's a bit of a mystery. Maybe they should get Batman to investigate that one. So here we see a bit of a basic benchmark, but it only says the frames per second. Minimum was 31, maximum was 60, and average was 54. I think it might be capped to 60, but that's nothing that I can change. So the next one I'm going to do is Crisis, the original Crisis. So I'll boot that up. Okay, this is Crisis. It's a Crisis benchmarking tool for. It says Vista, but it runs on 7. So everything's on very high. Enable VSync. DirectX 10. Time of day. If I do one loop, then we won't have to spend ages watching them. And just to point this out, I'm using no AA. Yeah, that's one little thing. You might have noticed that I haven't put 64-bit on, but for some reason 64-bit goes a little bit funky, and basically, I don't know how to explain it, black blobs show up, so obviously that's not very good, but I think that's just the installation more than the actual computer. So, but it runs alright with 32-bit, so don't really know what 64-bit would really achieve. Obviously use more than 3 gig, but still 3 gig for a game, that's still quite a lot of memory that it can use. Here we go, that familiar look of Crisis, going around a beach. I remember seeing this when it sort of first came out, with sort of tri-SLIs only just being able to sort of run it that fast, but I did put this on for one loop so it won't be silly. You won't have to watch it 3 times. Right, here we go. So, here we have last average frames per second is 30, quality is on very high, bloody blah blah. Yep.